Professor Sartorius, you just came back from Porto. How is the EFPT?
It's a very interesting organization. I think it's for the first time in the history that young doctors from different countries think about their future together. Previously it was the old people who thought about the future bit, but they will never be there in the future. So it's much more useful that the young ones do it. We had directly before the IFPT, before the forum met, we had a course for young psychiatrists. And the course we very carefully selected colleagues who came. That is a course where we are providing them with professional skills and leadership skills. Very simple things, which however enable them to communicate, enable them to present their ideas more clearly, enable them to go through life with a little more ease, because these skills are unfortunately not taught in any of the medical or postgraduate curricula.
We're talking about leadership skills?
Yes, and very simple things. For example, how do you present yourself? How do you present an idea that you have? How do you present yourself for an election? How do you write a paper? How do you write your curriculum vitae? What do you do if you have a conflict on your hands? How do you resolve it? Things of this kind.
Yes.
Very simple but important. I've been doing it now for the last nearly 20 years in various parts of the world. On this occasion we've done it together with EFPT. On a previous occasion I did it together with the EPA. But it was the AIM's, so to say, original design has been our organization's design, which sprung out of the realization how much easier is life if you have some of those skills, and how little time it takes to learn them if somebody tells them how to do it. Otherwise it takes 30 years to learn it. But here you learn it in 3 days. Okay. It's much, much better. When I was a young psychiatrist, and I worked for a while abroad and then at home in various places, and I really had difficulties. I had a difficulty to come to a new culture and find a way to communicate with people from another culture. I had a difficulty in most things. And most of these difficulties have been due to the fact that nobody has ever taught me how to do things. So I thought then, as time went by, maybe I should tell other people about my own experience, and that is how they started 20 more years ago. Since then they've developed and sort of crystallized in a rather simple set of things that we are providing or offering to these young people. One of the characteristics, for example, of these courses is that 80% is done by them, not by ourselves. It is making them use role play, make presentations. Sometimes we film the presentation and go back through it several times to see what could be done better.
Practical exercise.
Very practical, extremely practical.